District 5.
Woo! Well, I figured not too many people are going to come today because it's really not a very boring election. And there's not really much going on with this one. And I figured, you know, they need some votes. So, plus there was one or two people I wanted out. So I came to put them out. Yeah.
Responsibility?
I have never missed a vote. I was brought up with, you know, that's your right as part of to be an American citizen. You have the freedom to vote, help elect your officials, and I believe that it's very important.
I think every citizen should vote in every election. It's our choice. We should put in our opinions.
I was motivated to come out and vote because of, you know, for a number of reasons. I started voting at 18. I was always very interested in making my community better. What could I do? How could I improve it? And, you know, one of the things my mother always taught me was that if you want to improve your neighborhood and your circumstances, you have to vote. You have to be a part of the process because otherwise it doesn't make a difference if you're sitting at home complaining. So it was always a part of civic participation that I've always felt very strongly about. I wanted to make my community better. And today I just happen to be a candidate, but I'm out and, you know, going to vote as well, obviously, and be very much a part of the process to make things better. No, I don't.
No, I think besides tradition, it's always been the second Tuesday of the first month of the 11th month. I don't know why.
Not a clue.
I do not. Well, because the law says it's such and such Tuesday of every November, but why they chose Tuesday, I don't know.
Well, I know that we voted on traditionally, we've always voted on Tuesday in Pennsylvania. We always vote on the, you know, well, depending on which year it is. If it's a presidential election, in the primary we vote in the month of April, and if it's not, then we vote in the month of May. It's the third Tuesday of every May, and it can vary in presidential years, but I'm not exactly sure why Tuesday was selected.
Okay. I think it's because they didn't want people to vote on Saturday because it was like a market day, and then Sunday because it was the Lord's Day.
Okay.
And then with the horse and buggy thing way back in the day, it would take a while to get to the polls, like in the middle of the city, so they can do it on Monday, hence Tuesday.
Okay. All right. Sounds good to me. Almost the whole thing. Really.
What would you like to see change about our political system? More sitting. He knows what he wants.
The way we campaign for votes, the way we ask people to vote, it's kind of like tear up the other guy so I can get in.
A lot of change. I don't know. I think there has to be even a greater concentration on the ethics of a lot of the people who are in our political system. You know, the financial ethics and the fraud. I think there should be more punishment for political officials who do things that are fraudulent and that do affect everybody's lives and rip off the taxpayers.
A more liberal view of many things.
I'd like to see more involvement. I'd like to see, number one, that constituents feel that their voices are being heard. And number two, that the people that they elect hear them, understand them, and that people feel empowered. If you have someone that you don't, you know, if you vote for someone to represent you and you don't feel that they're representing you effectively, that people feel that they have the power to change that, to elect someone else, to send a message. But I'd really like for people and voters to feel that they are very much engaged and that the people they elect hear them and what their concerns are. Pretty much, yeah.
And then
With these judges, though, that's hard to do because most people don't know those judges, and there's like a zillion of them on the ballot today. So it's almost like, unless you really had an experience with one, how are you voting for them? Yeah.
So would you like more education on the candidates?
Yes,
and whatnot?
yes, on especially the judges.
50-50 because the more, you know, the commercials and politicking is done, it's kind of know who you're going for and who you're not going for. But then there's little unknowns like today, there were a lot of judges in the town. And I saw those names and I'm like, half these names, I don't know these people.
I'm usually deliberating until I'm actually standing in there. And even today, I went back and forth a couple of times. I just wasn't quite sure. You know, you hear a lot of suggestions, you know, just even walking up to a poll, you read a lot of literature, and it's just until I get in there. I don't always,
No, I'm sure.
Do you do a lot of research, like background research? Or?
Depends on the election. Sometimes, not always.
Would you like there to be more background research, like put out to you about the candidates?
Yeah, certainly.
Yes, I'm always certain of who I'm going to vote for. As someone who pretty much lives, breathes, eats, sleeps politics and political campaigns and activity, I almost always know who I'm going to vote for before I walk into a polling place, about probably 99% of the time.
The city council, they really need to be shaken up. They really do. And it's gotten too comfortable and it's gotten too expensive.
A little bit more responsibility because not only the current economic conditions, but I hope that we learn from that and that those who get elected will learn from it and not abuse that the role that they've been voted into, because there have been a lot of abuses in the past, and I just hope that they don't abuse it going forward and that they learn from the past.
I don't know. I hope as a result of this election that we give, you know, I think Michael Nutter, because I'm partial to Michael Nutter, and I think he needs some more time to get across. I think he's opened a lot of people's eyes to what the city really needs and what happens if you don't provide what the city needs. I think, you know, I understand from a financial perspective why he had to make some of the decisions he has had to make. And I hope he's given more time to make them. I think the concentration on the schools, you know, the fact that you have to get, the kids deserve a good education because the kids are our future. You know, you guys are, you know, we gotta give you a chance and give you a good education and give you good exposure and give you good exposure to good politicians, you know, who make a difference and who are out there trying to get you money. Someone like Chaka Fattah is out there trying to get money to get you kids through college. Hopefully have some jobs for you after you get out, you know.
I can't answer the question. It's difficult to answer. We'll skip that one.
Well, I think this is a very exciting time for our city. I think this is one of the greatest cities that there is anywhere. I'm very proud to be a Philadelphian, and so I'm excited about this election because we're going to have 6 new members of council, at least, possibly 7, and I think that alone is going to really change the dynamics of what happens in city council and the energy and the enthusiasm and the way we operate. So I think it's going to be a whole new day and a new season for our city, and I'm really looking forward to being a part of that.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I hope this doesn't come back to bite me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
Sure, sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh,
Have a
you're
great
very
day.
welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.